Hello, my name is Zoe and this is Lizzie, and we're both fourth years on the medical science programme. So we're just going to run through kind of the student experience of the programme, so talk about how we feel we're different from other courses, a bit about the professional training year, about the support we get as students, and about the social life.
So first off, we've heard already a bit about how we're different, but from the student perspective, the teaching and the learning styles are really different. And you have not only lectures with the bioscience department, you have your small group learning at the medical school, you have the arena sessions that Claire was talking about, where you're not just sitting there listening, you're actually actively encouraged to ask questions, and where you can consolidate all your learning. There'll be a scientist, a doctor, a patient, and all of us there. So the teaching style is really different to a lot of other degrees, and we've definitely felt that with the small group learning, we tend to learn more, you discuss more, so things you might have not thought of, your friend might have come up with something that you'd never thought of before, so you cover a lot more personally than sitting in a lecture.
And we've got a wide range of modules to choose from, so once you've got your foundation in the first year, you can then really decide what you're interested in and tailor your choices to that. So things from microbiology to genetics to pharmacology, it's all there.
And then development of professional skills. We've heard it already, but it really is a good course for building your CV and writing it. You write it every year and update your portfolio. But as a fourth year, looking at the big scary world of employment, your CV is already there, and you've got loads of examples of how you work as a team in your small group learning, how you're a good leader if you're leading that group for that week. You can say that you're good at presentations. We're all right at them. You have a lot of practice doing presentations. You'll do a lot if you come here, so they kind of don't become that scary anymore. What other skills do we have? I think I've covered all the main ones, but yeah, it's a good degree for building your CV up.
And one of the main things is the teaching staff. There's an extensive range of staff for you to learn from, with many different expertise, from clinicians in the hospital to scientists in the lab, and everyone's really accessible. So if you've got problems with a certain topic, then they're really good in kind of arranging extra sessions, or giving you pointers about where to go next.
So the professional training year, it's optional, but we both did it and we thought it was a brilliant year, and it really is a truly invaluable experience to see what happens in science in the real world. Like, you'll see it on the news, they've discovered this protein or this drug, but you actually go and work in the lab or in a pharmaceutical company for a year, so you get to really see what's actually going on.
And you can gain experiences that will really set you apart. So personally, one of the things I got to do was go to a conference in Florida and kind of present the research I'd done to an international audience, which as an undergraduate is something that very, very few people will have in their CV. So when you go into the big scary world of employment, it's a good thing to talk about and will set you apart from the others.
And you really can go anywhere. So I didn't go far, I went to Plymouth, but I had a really good time. But Zoe went to London. We've got people in my year that went to Harvard Medical School, Johns Hopkins, someone in the year below is going to Sydney. So you really can go anywhere that's got a place that wants you and you want to go there. There's nowhere you can't go, really.
Yeah. And you can get a placement that's matched to your interests. So because you have such a wide base of science, so you know what you're most interested in. So you can choose a placement that you know you're going to enjoy doing for a year.
So student support is really important here, and it's been vital, and it's been really helpful over the last 4 years. You have all the staff here are really friendly, and we know pretty much all of them, and all of them know us. But your tutor is your main person, and we've had the same tutor for the last 4 years. So if we have a problem, we know their email address, and we can just ask them for a meeting, and they'll help us out with anything we have a problem with. And if they can't help, then Reza's here. We can email anyone, really. They all know who we are, and we know them. So we're quite a close-knit course, and if you have a problem, they really will help you out if they possibly can.
And having that continuity of care with your personal tutor really pays off in our last years, because we've all been looking for what careers we want to do and asking for references, and because they know us, they can give us the best advice and really good references for jobs and courses and anything we want to do. And then this very important slide. It's a very demanding course, which makes it all the more important that you get out and socialise and let your hair down every once in a while. So because we spend so much contact hours together, we are very close. Every year forms really strong bonds with each other, and there's a really good environment of support, both academically and in your personal life.
And we've set up our own society. So now we have enough of us. We've got enough people to set up our own society. So it's called Klinksock. And it's got over 100 members now and ever growing. So when you join, come join Klinksock. And we arrange lots of socials throughout the year. Many of them are fancy dress, as you can see in the beautiful picture at the bottom. Socials throughout the year so you're not just working all the time. But we also do educational events. So we did one. We asked a postdoc who'd done a PhD to come and talk to us about how she went about applying for a PhD, because none of us really knew. So we put on lots of educational events just to answer questions that people have, really. But then we also do some charity fundraising. We like to do our bit. So we run the Sport Relief Mile. We've raised money for Comic Relief. So at the moment, we've just raised £400, and one of our members in our year is getting a full body wax. And if you saw him, you'd feel sorry for him. He's a bit of a wolf child. But yeah, our motto is work hard and play harder. You do work hard, but we have fun too.
And one of the things about the Klinksock is we've got a buddy system. So in the year above you, you'll have two parents who are kind of there to be kind of like your first point of call if you've got any problems or any advice about what you want to do. So you have a point of contact within the society and a guide through. So just to sum up, this is a course that is going to stimulate and challenge you, but it really does help you to develop the professional skills that are going to set you up and kind of set you apart from other people in the workplace when you go to apply for jobs.